But a lot of that is making sure that you feel comfortable, because I'm hoping that I could help create inbound for us, because your network is not very big. So I want to push you to get a bigger network and do that. But I'm hoping that if I could start actually leveraging my network in a way that's puts spectrum strategies a little bit more in the forefront, but like with a twist of talking about like building businesses. I'm hoping that because I told you there's lots of different people I talk to that I'm always like, hey, you said something about autism. Hey, you said
something interested.
Well, they think they would, but the truth is I haven't really seen the angle, because they're helping me with like my business, like LinkedIn or software, that I felt like I didn't want to like deviate from the conversation. It wasn't natural to be like, oh, let me tell you about this. But I feel like through this type of content, it opens up natural conversations over time where people are like, I'm hoping the call to action is, I would love to talk to Sarah. That's what I'm hoping happens, where it's like, I'm just building a portal to be like, oh, I would love to talk to Sarah. And then, I mean, they could ask me about it, but it's more of like, yeah, let me set you up to have that conversation with Sarah to maybe make an introduction. Because a lot of this is going to be about like, I think trying to help, build the story of like that we want to talk to people in HR or like about neurodiversity or like anybody that's kind of interested about it.
Right. Absolutely. And you really, so it's funny. I want to be open to everyone. You never know who's going to know someone who's going to, but this sort of ties into every step we've talked about to this point, that a lot of this is trying to focus my target audience. But at the same time, you don't want to like,
this is
talk to someone through
totally. This is actually what I would love to kind of get to a place where we can even talk about it on some of these meetings. That's why LinkedIn is beautiful, because the idea would be to open up a conversation or like a DM or tell them to connect with you on LinkedIn so you could get better at doing diagnostics in DMs. I'm in that situation. I don't meet with everybody, but like I'm willing to talk with people in the DMs, but I'm kind of like forthcoming with like trying to figure out the agenda before we meet. I don't want to like just meet with anybody, but like, I don't know what that exactly looks like for you, but for example, if you're talking to an HR person or somebody is interested in it, it's more about like what interests you about it. To be honest, that's why we got to build the website, push them towards the website, ask them to follow the company page.
Tell me what I can do for you. That
like, or do you know anybody? Because I have a feeling it's going to be more of like, they might not want to talk to you. They might want to introduce you to somebody that they think would be a good fit for the product. That's what I'm actually thinking is more of the thing where it's like, oh, let me talk to this HR director. I think that this would be a really good program for them to learn more about the business. And those are the ones that I want you to take calls with, because that's more sales.
It's more directly, a direct line to sales. It's
like a qualified sales lead. That's who you need to kind of talk to. Because right now, like even when we went over like it's hard to know exactly who's a qualified sales lead, because we don't have a product and you haven't sold it yet. So you got to reach out to people in the HR space that are willing to talk with you, so you could get a better sense of who the qualified sales leads are. But the quickest path to get qualified sales leads is someone who sees it and refers someone because they think they're a qualified sales lead, and then talk to that person to better understand how you could serve.
They know the background or the profile of the person better and have done the screening for you. Essentially.
If they're going to reach out to somebody who's at a bigger company that like is looking for DEI type stuff, like programs about that have that, that our company already kind of like values that, I feel like it's a qualified sales lead.
Yeah.
Cool. Why don't you go through, I don't know, are there any, like, how are you doing? What are your updates other than your GPTs?
Well, I was laughing because with building or trying to customize the GPTs more, they're asking me really good questions It's asking me really good questions. Knowing what are your main goals for these posts? What are your primary platforms, themes, topics? It's making me focus a lot more than I think I was on, well, why am I posting this? Who are we trying to reach? yeah, just that the audience seemed to be everyone, and that's a bit overwhelming. And then you can't write a post for everyone. You know, you're writing a post for future clients, hopefully, or future customers. So yeah, so I think I was going back and forth a little bit between, I created one for the company socials and one for my personal social. I think I've landed on sticking with the company for now.